Hi, I'm Dan with Sprouts, Greens, and More. So this week I'm doing a cleanup on my garden. We're in December. I planted garlic for the winter. It'll run through the winter. I'm in Bakersfield, California, so things are relatively warm here even during the winter, so we can grow year-round down here. So I planted out this bed yesterday, and half of the bed was planted out. So I found some more seed. So let me go over here and grab this. So I did find some more seed yesterday. Sorry for the sun, you guys. And here's the seed right here. And I found a lot more on my bench. So this actually came off a farm site I was doing last year. So I'm gonna plan out the rest of this bed that I did on the last video, and then on this video I'm gonna clean out bed 2. I'm gonna call it bed 2 today. My raised beds. I'm gonna clean it out. Let me show you the condition it's in real quick. So this is bed 2 right here, and yesterday I pulled the weeds out of this one and it looks great now, and there's our garlic. I turned the camera around. You don't need to see me on the garden videos. So we got this one really cleaned out and looking well, but this one is in sad shape. I mean, the weeds just take me over so quick, and it's just terrible. So on my last video I said, if you don't want to pull weeds, then don't do any gardening. But growing your own food, it tastes way better than the grocery store, and I think it's way healthier for you too. I think the nutrients we can put in the soil that the vegetables will pick up out of your own personal garden is the best. So especially if you're using compost, and I use rock dust, and I put cocoa coir in it, and then this one's got perlite. This is some used soil I got from a cannabis grower, and it's good. I mean, it's good soil. They're paying $10 to $15 a bag, and I let the soil sit and rinse it down, and then I add rock dust and worm castings to it and cocoa coir, and it goes back in my garden with compost. So this bed we're gonna rip out. I'm gonna show you. So we're pretty much done with the summer, but I've got some eggplants. This one's pretty soft. These are pretty soft because it got pretty cold the other night, but you can see that there's still some eggplant on this section. So what I'm gonna do is, the fava bean is a winter bean. You can grow it during the winter. There it is right there. So I don't know if you can see that, but that is the fava bean. And so I'm gonna weed this out right now and finish planting the garlic from yesterday, and then my goal is to do a video every couple days and kind of get my garden back into shape. And again, in my videos when I'm outside in the garden, my dog is continually out here with me. I've really trained him not to get in the raised beds. He still does it once in a while, and if I'm not here, he's a lab, so he likes to dig. But his name's Crypto. He'll be in a lot of my videos. So anyway, we're gonna weed this bed out and get going here, and I'm just gonna show you, walk around it real quick, kind of show you. Here's some strawberries that were there. I'll get this bed next after this one, but we'll do one bed at a time, and then I'll go get the fava beans after I get it all ripped out and cleaned up. And if you see the hoops on some of my raised beds is if it gets too cold, and I see it like drop below 20 at 25, I guess, then I'll actually, I got plastic that I'll cover the raised beds with and kind of make greenhouses with. So anyway, this is my garden today, and then yesterday we did a little turmeric too. I got my mint. If you're going to grow mint, I suggest that you do the mint in a pot. I do mine straight in the ground. I just cut it back. I'll probably cut back a little bit more because it grows so fast. So I'll probably rip out a little more right here and probably a little more right there, and just leave this section in there, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll work on getting all my aisles clean. You can see there's just a mess around here, but we're gonna get the garden all cleaned up this month and get things in, and probably gonna do a little bit of farmers market probably in January, so we'll get a bunch of cauliflower and stuff we can take to the market too. So, but meanwhile, we'll just get this bed cleaned out and we'll get the fava bean in. All right. So hey, as you can see, I've got most of the bed here out, the weeds out of it. Still a little leaf and stuff, but I'm not really worried about that too much. As long as there's no root, and I try to get everything cleaned up really good. So I'm gonna go grab a waste can, and I'm gonna get all this in the green can. It'll go to the city dump and they'll compost it down. Here the compost at the waste, it's all right, but I would rather go to a place where I pay, and I think I can get a yard for like $40 of some really fine dark compost. And because I use potting soil from my friends for my garden, then I mix it in with the compost, and I just top layer it and then trowel it in, and man, it is just the best. Like, everything in my garden just grows really well when I'm maintaining my garden. When I'm not maintaining my garden, the only thing that grows really well are the weeds and they just take over everything. So I found, that I didn't pull. I think that's Mizuna. It's a form of lettuce. And then I've got some over here. It might be endive. I had done some endive in the garden not too long ago, and I think I did it over in that bed over there, but for some reason I got a little bit, and I know it's endive, so I'm just gonna let that grow. I might eat that this week, and then in my videos you're gonna know that. Sorry about the dog next door. You're gonna realize that I just don't pull things. Hey. So anyway, we're gonna finish this out. I'm gonna go find the seed, and we're gonna get the fava bean in this raised bed. So I am working on that bed right there, and you can see it. I got it all cleaned out. You can see my little trowel right there. You gotta have one of those. Again, I don't know if you can see the trowel, but that's the bed. I got it all cleaned out. And then I was on this bed. I had found my tray of garlic, and my wife handed it to me yesterday and said, hey, here's a bunch of garlic, and if you look at it, it's already sprouting. So we only got half of this bed planted yesterday, so I'm going to plant out the rest today. Unfortunately, most of this isn't labeled, and it's probably a bunch of different garlics. Like, this was one I actually bought from seed, and I grew it. So if you're growing from seed it'll take about 3 years for you to get a clove of garlic. So this is like the second year, and see how it's just a round bulb. Now you plant this year, and then you'll have a clove like this, you know. So we're gonna do that. And then I did a bunch of elephant garlic. This was my elephant garlic, and I had a little farm going at my buddy's. He had an acre or so, and I did it until the virus hit. And so I got a bunch of elephant garlic. Let me pull this right here so you can see how big those cloves are, and that's pretty bad ass there. So yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna plant at least a row of the elephant garlic, because I kind of know which ones are the elephant garlic. They're just the real big ones. So anything purple like this, I think was the reds. I had a couple different red garlics last year. So I'm just gonna go through the tray and kind of divide it up. I did find the Windsor bean. I couldn't find the other one, so I'm not sure what it's called, but I know there's a broad Windsor bean, and then there's a Windsor, and those are from Johnny. But let me get this garlic, and I kind of got sidetracked today. I want to get the garlic out, and then I'll re-water this. So in my last video, if you don't top water the garlic when you do it by seed, it'll probably never sprout. It'll do okay. Some of it will sprout through the irrigation, the drip irrigation, but it really needs a top water so you can get everything nice and even. And then anytime you're doing seed, you just want to be spraying the top of the soil and really get a top water so the seed will germinate. So I'm going to finish out this garlic. I'm going to go grab the Windsor beans, and then I'll show you how to plant those and show you how I do it anyway. And I don't know if it's the correct way, but I learned it from a gal I know that's a farmer, and she does a lot of fava beans. So I got a lot of it in, but like half of this bed is going to be really mixed up. I know these two rows right here are going to be this row, and this row I got kind of a row from here to here is going to be the elephant, and then over here it looked like a lot of purple. I can't remember. So I got extra hardy. Last year I grew a red, and I noticed I had more seed on it today. But it's some kind of red. It's like a red Russian garlic or something like that. It's a red garlic. And then I had some purple last year that I had bought in the store, and then I had a bunch of white that I did a couple years ago, and I noticed there was some of that in, and that was just regular white garlic out of the store, and I had bought a big pack of it. And so anyway, this is my garden. I'm getting it cleaned up. So I had a lot of the garlic left here, so it was pretty easy. Like the yellow one, hopefully this will sprout, because it's kind of dark. But this is the elephant garlic, and then you can see like I had some purple, and I just noticed these. So I'll make sure these get in the ground because they're already sprouted. And then you can see like some of the white garlic right there. And then if anyone wants to make a comment on anything, just be nice, you know. You can leave a you didn't like the video, but be nice on your comments. Anyway, here's another one. So I'll kind of put this maybe with some of the purple I put in yesterday and go from there. And so it's 4 o'clock right now, Pacific time, and it's been getting dark about 4:30 around here. So let me get this in and see if I got time I'm probably not going to have time to put in the Windsor bean today, but we'll get to it. So I guess another garlic video pretty much.